so inhumane, in fact, that noble men and women gave their lives attempting to reduce the hours of daily toil to 8 or less. Over 100 years ago, on May 1st, 1886, brave proletarians stood up against these inhumane conditions by organizing a nationwide strike. The first great strike of America for a reduction of hours of labor to 8 per day occurred on May 1st, 1886. In October 1885, a convention of labor organizations was held in Chicago. At said convention, a resolution was passed requesting the working class to set aside the 1st of May 1886 to demand a reduction of the hours of workers to 8. Lucy E. Parsons, the 8-hour strike of 1886. The leaders of the strike demanded new conditions that would result in the same amount of pay in 8 hours. The following comes in part from an interview by Albert R. Parsons, published in the Chicago Daily News on March 13th, 1886. The movement to reduce the working hours is intended by its projectors to give a peaceful solution to the difficulties between the capitalists and the laborers. I have always held that there are two ways to settle this trouble, either by peaceable means or violent methods. Reduced hours or 8 hours is the peace offering. Fewer hours means more pay. Reduced hours is the only measure of economic reform which consults the interests of the laborers as consumers. Now, this means a higher standard of living for the producers, which can only be acquired by possessing and consuming a larger share of their own product. This would diminish the profits of the labor exploiters. These brave men and women died standing up for the rights of the future proletariat. They fought and died so that the future generations would not have to suffer under the inhumane conditions they did. Now, over 100 years later, we demonize anyone who would advocate such.
Like, at least find some sort of satisfaction and fulfillment in doing some kind of job and contributing to society in some way. It's not that difficult. There are days when I hate work too, but I'm not going to sit around saying that I'm going to do the bare minimum. Grow a pair and suck it up.
Now, we have become so domesticated that we call anyone who would advocate for better conditions lazy at best and insane at worst.